be starting my second block. So I'm using the same art I drew. This art I used to make my first block of my Bubonic Plague blanket. And this is what it looks like. In the previous live, I didn't show it properly because I didn't have electricity. So I was still trying to just quickly go live to just show the work itself, and then after that go out of the live again as quickly as I can, so that I don't like spend a lot of time while electricity is not there. So let me just show the first block again. This is the first block. I think you see it properly when I'm sitting backwards. So the second block is going to look like this block, except the colors are going to change. The brown's going to be black, and this part, the blue part's going to stay the same, and the black part is going to be brown. Using the same wool, just changing the colors for the second block. I have started the second block and have gone for 4 lines. So I don't know if you can see, but I've gone for 4 lines. I have 9 lines left before I can get to the face of the mouse. I don't know if you can see the arrows. This page is so dirty. It is so dirty from me writing all of these numbers and measuring how far I'm going to get to which color and when to change. So I'm just going to be doing the 9 lines, and then I'll see how far I go with the in the live. I'm probably going to finish this in a week. So a week could end next week, Monday. So how's everyone going? This is the 5th line that I'm doing. I am campaigning on the bubonic plague. The bubonic plague is one of the pandemic, I think, plagues that caused the pandemic of the Black Death during the of the Black Death. So the motivation for me to campaign on it is because I was speaking about it at Puchilanon as a historical event. And so it just sat in my heart, and I was just thinking about the health implications of what happened to the people during those days. What could have happened better if if like people sort of solutions from a health point of view, and what ways can be used to prevent it, and maybe even just raise awareness so that people can just, as well as I, just become more aware of the plague, its existence today, and whether or not implementing health solutions can also make our lives better and make our health better also. So I've been campaigning since the beginning of April. And in my campaign, I went, if you know and you've been following up on the United Nations, you will realize that the solutions that I've come up with are solutions that are in the SDGs. So that is another thing that I'm going to be talking about in my lives. It is the SDGs, as I also include this in my campaigns. I just know that the United Nations speak a lot about how these SDGs can be implemented, which countries are lacking in these specific, I guess, necessities that make people's lives more healthier, and how they implement as the United Nations these solutions to help these countries. So that's what we're going to be talking about also. Okay, it is okay. You can go. You can charge. I will hold it so that it doesn't fall. So that's what we've been talking about. Um, just so you guys know, I am sitting with someone in my room. So that is the person I keep talking to. It is my mother. So that is what is going on in my campaigns. I am talking about the bubonic plague. If you want to add comments, you can add comments on what you think about the bubonic plague, and how you think it was transmitted, and maybe you know a little bit more about it and you want to say a lot of stuff about it, you can share. I'll just share a little bit about it. I'm on the 6th line now, and I want to mark it because I might just lose it. Hello everyone who's just come in. Now I'm just looking for the pen I'm using. I think I took the pen and I put it in my bag. And then, now this is just my assumption. I cannot remember where I actually put it. Where is this? I found it. Okay, I found my pen. So you can add your comments on the campaign, the bubonic plague. Would be happy to hear what you have to say on it. I found my pen. So what I find very helpful is that as there are so many lines in this art piece, you can see this art piece, there are so many lines here. I'm drawing up arrows. As you can see, I used a pencil to mark the lines that are finished, but now just using a pen to mark the lines that I'm doing now in this second one because it's already ripped. It's finished. I ruined it with my pencil when I was making this block. Oh, it's upside down. And I was making this block. So now I'm making another one, and I'm gonna be using the same art. I'm using arrows now. I've already done 5. I'm doing 6. So I'm on line 6, and there are about 14, I think 13 lines. Let's see. Yeah, there are 13 lines. There are 13 lines. The bubonic plague originates from I think it is a bacterium. And this bacterium infected mice And this bacterium infected mice. And it seems when mosquitoes came along, they came along, and from mice to human beings, the mosquitoes transmitted the disease. The yeah, it is a disease, I think. When I think about it, I oftentimes just think of where mice like to live. And I'm like, I oftentimes just see mice in very, very, um, oftentimes it's like very cluttered areas. So they are usually coming to like maybe a small house or a shack and so on. But it's like cluttered and it's full and maybe it's not clean. It's not that clean. But sometimes it might be clean, you know. But because of the area maybe outside where it's coming from and so on, it's more favorable for it, then it comes in also. So I guess cleanliness is one way, I thought, is one way of looking into decreasing mice. And I know probably that is not the best way to think about the bubonic plague, but I was just thinking of ways to prevent and ways to um, just, I guess, even if you are infected, maybe it's the best way to get treated in an environment that is clean. What do you guys think about cleanliness? I've been looking around, I see content from ladies that are doing like clean girl content. It's so pretty. I think it is so pretty. I love cleanliness. I really love cleanliness. I also see that sometimes like you don't even have to do a lot of things just by looking clean. Everything just looks pretty, you know. There's something I call sheep shearing, and I think about cleanliness in the body. I know there are people who believe that they shouldn't be shaving their armpits and other areas. But I call it sheep shearing. It's often like attached to cleanliness. I see ladies shaving their faces also, and they look really, really clean. It is so pretty. I love it. This becomes one of the solutions to prevent and to clean. I have a microphone. They can hear me. To prevent and to like treat people in a better environment, I think. What do you guys think about that? The bubonic plague happened like so long ago, but I found that it's still around. There are like over 700 cases in the world of people suffering from the bubonic plague in countries that are still going on with the bubonic plague. In my campaigns, I want to share more interesting facts and talk about um, just the bubonic plague generally. But if you're interested to hear more on the historical um, just review on the plague, you can follow me on Puchilinon. I'll do the historical review on the plague there and talk about it from the point of view of a person who's interested in history. Mm-mm. It's like only just a few people. The people come and they go, and they come and they, yeah. So now I'm on the seventh line. This blanket is called the Bubonic Plague blanket. It is in response to the campaign. So as I'm campaigning on the Bubonic Plague, raising awareness on it and promoting good health, um, I am making crochet items in response to the campaigns. So this campaign is going to be going on for 8 months, and this blanket is a blanket I'm going to be making for 8 months. I don't know how big it's going to be. As you can see, each square is this big. This is the first square I'm going to show you. So this is the first square, and it is this big. It's okay. It's 50 by 50 in measurement. So I can already see I'm making about 2 squares per month. So that's going to be 16 squares. I don't know how big the blanket's going to be when it's 16 squares and each square is 50 by 50. I'll see in December when I assemble the blanket, and I'll be done with the project. This is the 7th row. I wanted to also just now I'm thinking about what is going on with the shooting that happened in the one of the evening dinners that President Trump was sitting in. This just happened recently. I saw a video of the person who was targeting him, and it seems to be going viral. It's like, wow, that really, really shook up that meeting very quickly, and everyone just was agitated. Another thing I've been looking at, these are things that are like just general stuff. Just because I'm like, I keep an eye on the internet just by like looking around what's going on, you know. I want to keep up with what's happening just because I want to know what's happening in the world and just like in other people's screens. 1, 2, 3, 7, 8. So I think I'm on my 8th now. There's this song that's like let it be, let me be. Oh guys. Wow. It's so amazing how everyone's like dancing to that song. It's so cool. I found this like dance routine to that song that people are like, it's like everyone's crazy about it. It's a really nice song, I must say. I guess like it starts out as like guys. I'm on my eighth line now. I'm on my eighth line, and all I can think about is "Let Me Be." How crazy is that? At 2 a.m., I was broadcasting on Bigo. If you're interested to join my Bigo broadcasts, um, you can keep up to date on Facebook at Puchi Eats. I share updates there on Puchi Eats and also Queen of Famine for America, so Kof Kof Wasemilika. That's where I share updates on when I go live on Bigo. Otherwise, my Bigo ID is Puchi Eats. And maybe you won't be able to spell Puchi properly. It's Pucchi, and then there's a space in between, and it is Eats, which is EATS. So that's Puchi Eats. I made an application that has the potential of changing my life. I actually want to start selling at markets this year. Um, but I'll see how the year actually goes. Because I'm thinking of making like little mini plushies, and I don't know what I'm gonna be making, but it's definitely gonna be related to music. I'm gonna also be hosting concerts that are not gonna be paid concerts on my lives. When I have my setup, I will start. For now, I don't have my setup yet. I just have this little microphone and my guitar. And so I'll keep you posted on that. But if you're interested to listen to music, you can watch my videos on this account at Milamizi, or watch my videos on TikTok at Milamizi. And if you're interested to join the community, um, you can subscribe and follow on TikTok at Milamizi, and on Facebook at Milamizi, and Instagram at Milamizi. My lives and broadcasts go on for an hour. So just so you guys know, I have set up my shop on Ko-fi, and you can get crochet items on Ko-fi that are just like crochet items that I have worked on so far. I have a few items that are in stock. I have um, pouches. I want to show you my pouches. They are going for $13 each. I had them on the bed. I'm selling them for $13 each, and these are my ones. The new ones are in packets. I had another design which is longer than this one. These are the ones I have in stock. They are $13 each. So you can get them on Ko-fi. I'm looking for the other design. I put it back here. And this one is the other design. It is longer than this one. I don't have patterns yet. I'm still going to make patterns on these these items. I'm not selling patterns yet. I'm just selling the items. I've posted items including doll designs and doll clothes that I have made so far, and you can order them. I'll make on the order. So those ones are not in stock. I'll make on the order, which takes longer for me to make. I take about a day to make doll designs, and I take about a week to make crochet items. So that could be a jersey. I take about a week to make. And phone pouches, I take about 2 days to make. Laptop pouches, I make in 2 days. A pineapple hat, I make in 5 days. I was so excited when I saw that electricity is back. If you remember my last live, electricity was out. So I thought I won't be going live for quite some time. And now electricity came back, and I'm so excited and happy that it actually did. You guys can add your comments on the bubonic plague. What do you think of the bubonic plague blanket that I'm making? I think this black's gonna go very, very well with the brown. But when I assemble, I'm going to mysteriously just kind of swap them around so that the blocks are not so complementary, they're more contradictory to each other. I think that way it's gonna color block. I'm going for more color blocking and they stand out. It is so nice and quiet at midnight. When I first go live or broadcast at midnight, I often just feel so sleepy, and then after some time, I'm like, oh no, let me stay. So I stay anyway. Okay, I'm on 8. Now I'm gonna go to 9. And I want to mark. I'm still marking on the art. I don't know if you can see my 9th line. The next thing I speak about in my solutions is fresh air. And fresh air goes very, very well with exercise and also pollution. I saw in China they have this this method that they're using now of collecting um, they're collecting garbage and recycling garbage to reuse it for something else. So I think that is like very, very I think efficient and just saving up. It saves up a lot. I also think that maybe they're also trying to grow their carbon footprint, which is very good to lower the amount of emissions that actually um, kind of increase every year through cars. Okay, let me just remove everything. Yeah, you can pull. Are you good now? Is it good now? Are you fine? So, right? Okay. Mm. Oh, wait. Okay. It almost fell. Are you fine now? I can't put my phone back now. So what am I going to do? Oh my goodness. This live just went south. Wait, let me put it this way. I don't know if you guys can see me, but a lot's going on here. Let me try and sort things out. Oh my goodness, no. I think this live should end. This live should end already because I am not doing well. Oh, here we are. We are. No, no, no. I'm not gonna end it because it seems I'm and I'm trying, but yeah. Just, okay, all right. Okay, that is not working well for me. It is shaking my life, and yeah, but that's fine. So I can't really crochet because mama cela ubhekele izinyawo zakho zisekwela cala la. So then zokwazi ubeka ibag because andikwazi ke ngoku. Inkosi. Okay, so I think I'm okay. Ngoba uzifoldanga la kuzicross uzise kwela cala. Cela uzicross uzise kwela cala. Unabele kwela cala lam. Okay. Because umane ukhaba ifowuni ingxaki ndiyawo. Ngoku ilive yam ayihambi kakuhle. Okay, we are on 37 minutes and my live didn't go so well. But I think this is the second live. In the following lives, I think there'll be a little bit more improvement. I think also maybe trying to go to the front can help me. It's about 38 minutes in. My phone just started shaking and everything's so bad, and I'm already in a very bad mood for the live. I'm already losing it myself. I can only imagine someone on the other end how they must be feeling. But I must try and make a plan. Really, I should. I think I'm doing my 8th line. Let me check. I think I'm forgetting now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I'm on line number 9. So this is what line 9 looks like. I have 4 lines left now to finish up this first beginning. So this is where we're sitting. I want to tell a story of how I started singing. So I shared in text that when I was 13 years old, I wanted to start singing. So what I did is I went to one of my church teachers and I asked to sing at the front. I was 13 years old. And she said, wait, do you want to sing? And I was like, yeah, I want to sing. It's just like, oh, um, can you sing? I've never heard you sing before. And she's never heard me sing before. She's not the only person who can say they've never heard me sing before because even at church, I would sit at the back. So I was living in Grahamstown. I don't know if anyone knows South Africa or anyone here is living here in South Africa, but I was living in Grahamstown and the church we would go to was a big church. But the church was very like open plan. So chairs were just put in like a hall and I would sit at the back. And to just hear me like sit there and people would sing and I'd be like just hum, you know. And I don't know if I was humming alto or soprano or whatever it is, but that's what I would do. I moved and I went to go and live in Pietermaritzburg. And in Pietermaritzburg, I was like sitting at the front of the children because I was a child. And now I want to sing. I want to sing at the front, like solos and everything, and from the back to the front. But in Maritzburg, they didn't know that, like in the church I would go to, I'd sit at the back, and all I did was just hum. Like no one knew me in the music, for that matter. And now I was like, yeah, I can. I think I can. And she's like, sing for me. I just want to hear you. I want to hear the song you prepared to sing. And I'm like, okay. So I sang. And then she's like, oh, you can sing. You don't have to finish the song. You can sing. Just go. Just go. You can go and sing. And because she was the one who had a program that day, I could sing in the slot for music. And she was the one who was gonna slot me in to go and sing the first time ever at church, my solos, you know. So I know that I can sing because before that time I sang at school. But at school it was a lullaby that I sang. And I sang that lullaby. I was picked by one of the teachers to be one of the singers there, and I was. So that's how I started singing at church solos. The first time I sang publicly, I was 9 years old in grade 3. I went to Victoria Primary Girls School in Grahamstown, and in grade three, we had a concert. It was, I think it was um, based on the movie The Jungle Book, and I was Mother Elephant. I was Mother Elephant, so I had like a lead role that needed someone who can sing. We auditioned, and I won the lullaby and ended up in the lead role for Mother Elephant. The second time I sang was after I moved. We went to Pietermaritzburg, and I sang. I saw it was a duet for our choir on Leona Lewis's song. Um, I think it has a part that says, "Since there's no more you and me." Wait, Better with Time. Yeah, that was a song. It's Better with Time by Leona Lewis. So that's a song I sang a duet in, and I was a soprano. I maintained my soprano from grade 7 choir to right through to matric. I was a soprano matric also when I went to Ipworth. So yeah, that is my story on music. That's how I started singing. I sing in my channel, this channel, and I always just go back to the first time I started singing. I started singing solos at church, but actually I was already someone who was a singer, singing in school plays. Excuse me. So I have one, two, three, four lines left. That is my music story. Then every year I just kind of found space to go back to church and sing. Then in 2023 I decided I'm going to stick to what I believe was my messages, and that's when I started with the work of just thinking about music. And in 2024, I decided I'm going to start singing under the banner Tasha Shall Sing as a Harlot. And yeah, I came back and started the work under Mila Mizi, and just included the I guess it is old music into the music that I started recording in 2022, which is the traditional church music coming from a traditional Adventist book. It includes music from Methodist, Catholic, and Anglican, it seems, and all sorts of other places. But I think there were many contributors to the book itself. And then the compilation of the book, the red book I was using 2022 was by the church itself. So that's the book that I used in 2022, and then um sang just to add to that, which is what I'm doing now. I have included since a recorder, and I'm looking into collections that I want to um, add here in my channel. There's a really, really beautiful recorder and guitar music. When they're combined and when they're played as individual instruments, it's just so beautiful. So these are the type of things that I'm looking to add. And since I have a lot more time and I am more dedicated and committed to this business, it'll probably get done. But I'm not promising because I'm a person, I think it is hard to keep promises as a person. I'm going to be moving to another place, I think, by the by June. I'll be sure. I'll know by June, July. And I'm just thinking already, maybe I'm gonna move with my guitar. I'm just scared that it might get the strings might rip off. Um, maybe I'm just gonna move with the recorder and then buy another guitar, maybe where I'm going, which I'm gonna let you guys know when I'm moving and when I am there. So I'm trying to keep it a secret as much as I can because I want to be sure, you know. Very excited though. I think I've spoken about it in one of my pages, but even the people in that page won't know until I say, "Oh, actually, this is what I'm talking about," you know. Then they'll be like, "But you've been saying that all the time." Yeah, I'll keep it a secret. Hopefully, I don't spill the beans before the time. And also, since I'm still waiting on what's going on, I'm very excited, you guys. I'm gonna finish the 4 lines, and that will be the end of my live today. I'm gonna be working on the next part tomorrow. This is where I've gone so far, and this is about it's going to be 13 lines. So far, I've gone to, let's see, let me see. So I've gone to 1, 2, 3. I have 3 lines left to make 13, so it's about 10. So I'm doing the 11th line now. Ooh. I have 4 minutes left and I'm wondering if I cannot finish this 3 lines in 4 minutes. Let me quickly move. There are so many, it's like clinics and events for crochet artists that I see. Hopefully one day I attend. There's even one that I've seen now that's like an excursion, a crochet artist excursion also. So hopefully one day I attend and meet other crochet artists and make more friends and network with more more other people in this space. It would be lovely to see them. I had a like a what is it, a goal this year to um, use Yarn Pal. There is an app called Yarn Pal that I was planning on using so I can find more inspiration and even try out those patterns that are also AI generated. I find people when they talk about AI generated patterns, it seems like it doesn't go so well. So I've been trying to just see if I'll have time to try those patterns and make those products just to improve on my skills and also make something that's gonna be different to what I do regularly. I don't have time yet. For now, I still have these projects, but hopefully, I will have time for that. If you guys want inspiration, you can use YarnPal to get inspiration on projects. There's also another app I'm using. It is I forget, but it is graph something something. It's a graph app for graph patterns. Oh no, I'm running out of time. I'm panicking. I'm really panicking. Did you see I like closed my pen because I'm panicking so bad. I literally have 2 lines left. I don't know if you can see. There's like 2 lines left. And I'm sitting on an hour. Okay, you guys, I am a little bit above an hour and I'm just doing 2 lines and then I'm gonna end the live. For the people who came to sit for 1 hour, thank you for coming. I don't even know if it is 2 at all. It is 3. 3. So I'm doing 3 lines, you guys. So I can see I marked the third one. And two are left. Oh, Mama, you just kicked my phone. Okay, guys, thank you for joining my live. Let me end it at this point. Things are going badly. My needle's falling. I am panicking and I'm literally like shaking. I don't know. I shake and I panic. That's what's going on. And I'm like, I can't think properly now. Thank you guys for joining my live. I'll see you in the next live. I'll keep you posted on when that will be. Usually I post right before I go live and send a kind of a message through my social media accounts to make you aware of when I am going live again with the link of the upcoming live. So thank you so much for tuning in. Let me show you the product and where we are now. We are sitting here and we're not done with even just the beginning. So we still have two more lines to do. In fact, it's about two and a half. So see you in the next live. And I hope you don't, if you're sleeping now, I hope you don't dream about the bubonic plague. I hope you don't dream about mice and mosquitoes. And see you in the next live. Goodbye.